All right, guys. So today I have a very special client interview for you. So I'm sitting here with one of my clients who just competed in his very first open bodybuilding show. And not only did he step on stage for the first time, he won his class, he won the overall, and he became Mr. Indiana. And what makes this even more special is he joined the team just about a year ago. So this wasn't just some last minute prep. This was a full process of building his physique from the ground up, learning his body, going through the hard weeks, making the adjustments, and bringing everything together on show day. And I wanted to bring him on here just because I know a lot of you guys are watching are probably having the same thoughts he had before even starting. Like, am I ready? Do I really need a coach? Can I actually win? Is this worth investing in myself? What if I'm not good enough yet? And I think it's pretty powerful for you guys to hear directly from somebody who actually took the leap, trusted the process, followed the plan, and turned that into an overall win in his very first show. So we're going to be breaking down where he started, what prep was really like, the hardest parts, what coaching did for him, and what it felt to hear his name be called as the overall champion. So first off, Tiara, bro, I'm proud of you. You already know this. We had our actual call right after the show. Congrats again, man. So just introduce yourself to everybody, who you are, where you're from, and what did you just accomplish?
Absolutely, man. Well, again, thank you again, Francis, for all of your support, guidance, and help. I think if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now, and everything that's in alignment. And I think that was one of the main points of me getting started with you was, the alignment in regards to where I was last year, right? I was not my best self, and I didn't feel that way, but it was definitely a blessing, getting connected with you. And so for you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Tier Edwards. I am from Indianapolis, Indiana, and some of you may not know this, but I am 32 years young. Just had a conversation with a gentleman. He was just like, dude, how old are you? I was like, I'm 32. He's like, bro, and you just got started. And so, it's never too late for individuals to really get started on something like this. But majority of my life, I was, in the fitness. Sports was honestly my main thing. School wasn't, my forte. But, if it wasn't for sports, I probably wouldn't went as far as I really would like to. But I got into the fitness industry after 2 years, well, yeah, 2 years of going to college, realized that I really wanted to get into something where I could make some type of impact with other people. And really, I got excited about personal training, got into fitness sales, and that's where I really started falling in love with personal development, improving myself and getting into the gym. And so, honestly, Francis, my fitness journey and really having that health consciousness started when I was 4 years old. That was when I saw my grandmother, her big toe being amputated. So for somebody that young, seeing that type of experience or, seeing that from a loved one, it really drew my attention to really change how I was living, not just for me, but for my family. And so I think that was another driving force for me actually getting into fitness was really just, again, change the legacy of my family, dealing with high blood pressure, cancer, diabetes, things of that nature. And so again, I wanted to do something that could really impact my family. And so I got excited about fitness, took some time, got into entrepreneurship, made some good results. But as we all know, there's ups and there's downs. Got into a little slump, and with that slump, I kind of lost myself and was trying to get back into the groove of who is Tier? What do I essentially want to do and who do I want to become? And I think the main thing that really got me back into things was back into my foundation of working out and training. And so for instance, when I reached out to you, I was getting back into my routine. I had already knew how to work out, but I think at that point in time, I was ready to transform myself to a whole nother level. And, because I've already had mentors before, getting a coach made sense to me. And one thing my mentor would always say, if your way is not working, why not try mine? And so, Francis, I saw, one, the type of guy that you were, the consistency, the work that you put in, your alignment with God and things of that nature. And so I said, you know what? Let me reach out to him. He's got some type of sauce. I don't know what the sauce is, but at that point in time, and me being a open-minded and coachable person, I said, let me not lead myself down the wrong path. Let me have somebody else that can lead me to the right path and help me transform my body, transform my mindset to get the results that I essentially want, essentially lead me to the next, level. And so working with you was really a no-brainer at that point in time. And so, you helped me build the foundation. And again, I'm here now, man. That overall win, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was not expecting you to tell me, hey, I think we should do that, do the competition. I was like, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do. I want to show you off really quick, man. Like, I know we already posted this, made a collab post on this too, but dude, absolutely insane, absolutely crazy. Just how you were before and where you're at now. Like, you don't even look like the same person. You ate that kid. And we got another show coming up this literally this week. It's peak week right now, the start of peak week. So I'm very excited. But dude, just want to say like absolutely crazy, man. Just what we've been able to achieve, but. Yeah, man. So I guess like for you, I think it's good that you mentioned that number one, you've been literally working out like all your life and fitness was a part of your life,
For
right? A lot
sure.
of people that come to us, like obviously they're already very experienced, but I think what holds a lot of people back is their ego because they're like, I've watched 1,000 YouTube videos, I've done the research, XYZ, like I know like the science behind it. Their ego, just because it's so big, it's what's holding them back from asking for help, right? So like I guess like for you, man, since you were already experienced, what made you finally decide to get coached instead of trying to figure out like that next level by yourself alone?
In all honesty, man, like again, it goes back to having the right people in your corner. I've always again had mentors in my life where they've always told me, if you don't know how to do it, find somebody that does. And even though I knew how to do it, evidently the way that I was doing it wasn't working. So me reaching out to you, me getting a coach made the most sense because if let's just put it like this, if you want to learn to become a barber, you're not going to go to a chef to go and learn how to be a barber. You're going to go to a barber. For me, I'm a personal trainer. I'm into fitness. I know how to work out. Maybe there's some things that I don't know that you can teach me and I can learn from that and apply it in my life and get the results. So me reaching out to you just made total sense.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not an individual that is ego driven, progress driven, right? I want to progress. I want to learn. I want to get better. I want to be in a position where everybody that's around me can say, hey, he's made progress from here to here.
Mhm.
And I think just working with a coach just makes things much simpler,
Mhm.
smoother, and you learn a lot more in the process, not just from your coach, but you learn more about yourself as well. So having a coach is not to hurt you, it's really to protect you from, frustration, right? You being pissed off from not getting the results that you want, you overeating, not knowing that you're overeating, right? Again, it's those little small things that make a big difference. And that's why I believe people should get a coach.
And like if you think about like every show winner, any Olympian, I've obviously invested in my fair share of like coaching and stuff, and that was always the next thing that got me to the next level. Even though like even as a coach myself, like I've had coaches, right? So when people say like, "Oh, I'm too good for a coach," that's a red flag, right? It's like, okay, we got to work on the ego first before we can even get to that next level. And I feel like that's what really holds people back. And so, like for you, man, like what do you feel like for you, Tier, was the hardest part of prep, and how did coaching help you get through it?
Honestly, it was the nutrition part because I think the intensity in regards to working out has always been there. And then there were certain angles, there were certain things that, of course, I could adjust just by sharing, videos with you. Like having those one-on-one conversations or those little small improvements or things to tweak a huge factor for somebody like myself. But honestly, it was a nutrition part for me, man. Like I didn't know that I should have been eating less when, I was trying to, get leaner, right? I was just thinking, hey, eggs, potatoes, rice, steak, and, just real simple foods, but I didn't necessarily know one about the micronutrients. I didn't, take into consideration with, my thyroid and how that's going to actually help out with me, losing the body fat. Like all of these different factors have been huge for me. So like, honestly, it's the nutrition, it's the little small tedious things that make a big difference and that you honestly, bro, you made it that much simpler for me. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man, the process that we took before getting into prep, I think that just made it that much easier for me to get into prep because it made it a lot smoother. Because I've heard some crazy, some crazy stories about, coaches manipulating water and, taking carbs completely away. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I said, my coach ain't took my carbs away. I mean, he take a little bit, but I'm still good.
Yeah.
But it's really just the education, man. Like the education is worth it for sure. Like people just need to understand that you're not there to take away, you're there to add value. You're there to give them an experience where they can learn and be able to take that not just for right now, but later on as well.
And so like at least for you personally, man, like just like your own emotions, your mindset and everything, like what did you notice change the most? Like physique, mindset, confidence, discipline, belief in yourself.
My top two is my number one, physique. I've never been this lean. Never. Like I've always been bulky majority of my life. You know, I played football and I wrestled and I've stayed at a consistent weight. But for me to be this lean, and that was honestly one of the biggest things that I wanted to do when I told you when I started work with you, bro. I want to look lean, right? I want to have that lean, mean physique, right? I already know I got the muscle mass, but it really just came down to can I get that real clean cut look where I got definition in my arms and where anytime I move, you see the fibers, right? Nobody in my family has that. Like we are all physically gifted, but I'm the only one who really just took it and and took off with it. But again, but that was a decision that I had made. And then secondly, confidence in myself, man. I've always had confidence in certain areas, but now that you've helped me achieve this physique. You know, my confidence is through the roof. My belief in myself, my self-image about myself has definitely improved from last year to now. I walk with a different, swagger. I just keep attracting these type of conversations because they see the type of work that I'm putting in and day out. And like, I just got to give you the kudos, man. Like, bro, you really helped transform, my body the way I wanted it to be. And honestly better because, bro, I just sent you my check-in weight and I'm at 191. I haven't been 190 even remotely close to 190 since my junior year of high school. And that's over 15 years. So I'm like, it's working.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I appreciate you. It's at the end of the day, I always say when you have somebody who already works hard and you combine that with like good coaching, like sky's gonna be a limit. And you being able to do this all naturally too, absolutely crazy, man. So, dude, take us through the moment that you won the overall and became Mr. Indian. I know this was very emotional for you, like winning first place, winning the entire overall, especially open, absolutely crazy. So, take us through that moment where you won the overall and became Mr. Indiana. Man, what did that mean to you?
Man, that whole day in itself was just a surreal moment. Like, cause that morning, I had checked in with you and everything was just popping. Like I woke up with confidence. The messages that I was receiving from, family members, especially my mom, it was so special. Going to the actual, we were at the tanning booth and dude just looked at me and was like, "This your first show?" I was like, "Yeah, it's my very first show." He said, "Damn, man, you look good." And then that was one confirmation. And then I had another gentleman before we even got before we even left the tanning. And he was just looking at me. He was like, "Bro, you look great, man." He's like, "Have you ever done this before?" I was like, "It's my first time." And he's like, "Dude, you're gonna be amazing." And I just kept taking these compliments, and I'm just like, damn, Francis really hooked me up. And so I was just like, man, this is dope. But I'm a very humble guy, so I don't go in with arrogance and things of that nature. So I just kept myself together, kept my energy high, relaxed as much as I possibly could, because we know how stress can do the body. As we were backstage and just getting ready for the show, I was definitely nervous because again, this was my very first time doing this. But I just kept getting these messages. I kept getting this feeling, you won. And I was like, what? You won. I'm like, you won, you won, you won. And then a buddy of mine that actually came to the show. So I'm backstage, I'm getting pumped up and veins popping and muscles just throbbing. I was like, oh, this is about to go. I'm about to go nuts on stage. Man, I just heard the music. I was hearing the crowd and I felt like I was back on the football field. It's go time. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And I'm talking to the guys backstage and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm just like in my head, I'm like comparing myself to everybody, but I'm like, I'm looking for somebody that got that wow factor. I was the wow factor. I was that shining star. I was like, okay, this is what it feels like. This feels good. So got on stage, did my thing. Of course, I'm my own worst critic, so I was critiquing, how I was doing things. I messed up a few things, but again, the confidence was there. I was just like, man, dude, I'm about to kill it. So as I get done with my the first time being on stage, I'm pumped up. My buddy texts me, dude, you stole the show. You stole the show. And then now I had another message from Instagram, a young lady that I know. She was there, and I didn't know that she was there, and she recorded me and everything. She said, "Oh my God, you rocked it." And I'm like, really? I did? Because again, I'm in my head and I'm not knowing what's going on. And of course, I want to make sure that the judges see the best parts of me and things of that nature when it comes to my posing. Because I spent a lot of time posing, right? But it was just a fun experience. It went by fast, but after I got done being on stage, I just knew I won. Especially when because I was on the very end when they first did the call out, and then we did like our mandatories, and then after we did our mandatories, he moved me over towards the middle, and I've already have been watching videos, and I'm like, oh, if I'm in the middle, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I
So
said, okay, he got me in the middle. Let's keep showing him. And I just kept bringing it, kept bringing it, kept bringing it. And I was like, okay, we got this. That's when in my head I accepted you won. You
and how
won.
did it feel when they called your name and then everything
Oh,
after
bro.
that?
Like I was excited. I'm gonna be honest, man. I was still shocked. I was still shocked. But like I just felt like I was in not at peace. I was in alignment.
Mhm.
I stepped into my gift. And I'll be honest with you, man, I have been shying away from my gift for a long time. Like so many people have been, encouraging me to get into bodybuilding. And it took me to really accept that gift. And now that I've accepted it, I'm aware of it now, watch out. Watch out. Francis, you done created a monster, man. Like the monster was there, you just brought him out even more. I felt great. I felt like a champion. All I could do was just be grateful for the experience, the work that we put in, and it was special, man. It was really special. I was excited. I was feeling good, and then the emotions started to hit me after I got my belt and got my trophy, went backstage and started to pack up all my stuff, and I just broke down and I cried. It's been a long time coming. It was a lot of work. And I'm not an individual where I, cry about work because I know everything takes work, especially if you want something real big, especially if you've never done it before. And I knew, man, I did that. And it just honestly, it opened my eyes up to more opportunities in this industry and in this, field. And I'm just honored. I'm grateful. I'm in alignment. I feel like I'm in my purpose now. It's so surreal. I really don't have any words to put behind it, but just winning that overall, it really was just a confirmation from God that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I just want, again, give you, nothing but love, respect, and admiration for, the work that you put into me. And I don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, everything that you've done, man, it's been special, man. I truly appreciate this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I got you, man. It's you've never missed a check-in, like always communicated. If I told you like, hey man, communicate with me more, like you did exactly that. Like literally anything that I would ask, like it was there. Right. So like it's been a journey for real. And I've said it 1,000 times, but this is 1,001 right now. I'm very proud of you, bro. What would you say to somebody who's watching this and who wants to compete, or maybe just transform, but they're scared of, they're scared of starting or scared to invest in coaching?
I put it like this, man. If you're looking to get on stage for the very first time, invest into yourself, period, point blank. Because the best investment that you can ever make is into yourself, but you have to invest into someone that has experience and that has your best interest at heart. You gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process. Not only that, you have to trust that you'll follow the process to a T. Discipline is very, very important, right? And if you can take what I'm about to share with you, commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. I do not allow my emotions to dictate what I do. I allow my goals and my future to decide what I'm going to do. For instance, you knew when I first got started, I did not have the money to do this, but I made a commitment to myself that I was going to transform. And you know what I did? I did it. And I did it for the full year, and we've been rocking it ever since. Why? because I made a commitment to me. I invested into this coaching platform. I invested into this program. That's an investment into myself. Do not be fearful to invest into the best version of yourself because I'm telling you right now, in the next 10 years, you're going to be proud that you did it. Individuals that just want to transform themselves. I'm telling you right now, there's no greater feeling than seeing your body lean as possible, looking good, feeling good, having that confidence. People telling you, man, you look good. Girl, you look good. There's nothing like that. And so all you have to do is really just take that 1 foot forward, right? Francis has the plan. Francis has the roadmap for you. You just gotta follow the GPS. He's the GPS. Get you to your destination. Just follow the steps. If he says turn right, turn right. If he say, hey, you only got 100 grams of white rice in this meal, dude, 100 grams of rice, no more, right? Be coachable, not chokeable, right? Because I'm telling you, man, and I'm telling you right, now, this is my last thing. Let go of your ego. It will not serve you. Matter of fact, it's gonna get in the way of you achieving or becoming the best version of yourself. Stop you from getting that dream body that you've been thinking about. Let's stop thinking about it. Let's go ahead and do it.
Mhm.
Put put in the investment. I'm telling you right now, it's worth it.
Absolutely,
It's
man.
worth it. It's worth it. This is my first time. It's worth it. Come on. If I can do it, you can do it. But you're genetically gifted. I don't give a damn. But guess what? Genetics plus hard work and the right coaching, why can't you win?
It's insane. This is so powerful. And I think that's the biggest message right there. Like you don't have to have everything figured out before you start. You certainly did not. Just you reminding that like how we even first got started when we first got started, it's kind of clicked in me. I remember everything in that first conversation that we had, man. You don't have to already look like a champion before you get help. You just have to be willing to take the first step. There's a reason why people say the hardest part is just starting. Because
Yep.
once it starts, trust the process, commit to becoming that version of yourself. And bro, again, I'm genuinely so proud of you. First show, class winner, overall winner, Mr. Indiana Natural. And more than anything, dude, like you have completely earned every single like emotion, every single like however much you felt during that moment. I know it must have been so powerful, man. And dude, again, I'm proud of you. Like I'm so freaking proud of you. So I appreciate you for coming on here, man, sharing your story. And I know for a fact, I was gonna say hopefully this helps somebody, but I know for a fact somebody who's watching this who's been on the fence, doubting themselves, waiting for the perfect time is gonna take that leap because of just like your story and how honestly motivational. You're motivating me, man. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, your story is proof that when you actually commit and you stay coachable and you keep showing up no matter how you feel, your life can completely change within just a year. Crazy things can completely happen, and it can happen. It's been about a year. It's what? It's been about a
Yep.
year, man. So I'm proud of you, man. Thank you for doing this, and yeah, I mean, we'll be chatting with your next check-ins right after this. All right.
Yep.